Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news from geeks like you. And today is Odin's Day. It is Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we have GeekBeast and we follow up with Bingeworthy. I am your host, Chuck, and with me we have Randy.
Yo, what's up, Geek Beast? Chuck, man, what we talking about tonight?
Well, we talk about the geek news and we share our opinions about the geek news.
Right.
And first things first, Five Nights at Freddy's teaser trailer debuts the film's first footage. Talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I'm quite excited for this.
So you've played the video game, right?
Yes.
Are you a fan of the video game?
Yes, that's what makes it great. It's like animatronics come to life.
Okay, so if I'm a person who's not played the video game, so I don't know much about this story, why should I want to see this?
Because you get to see animatronics go around killing up people. That's why you go see this movie. It's like a 1980s employee training video for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which paints the establishment as a family-friendly center, similar to Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz Pizza.
Right.
Five Nights at Freddy's is slated to premiere both in theaters and on Peacock on October 27th, right before Halloween. So it's a horror film based on these animatronics coming to life.
Okay.
The film stars Josh Hutcherson, aforementioned security guard inside the theater. Additionally, Matthew Lillard stars as William Afton, the founder of Freddy's Fazbear's Pizza and main antagonist of the video game series.
But would it be in horror? Is it more like campy horror, or is it like, real horror?
It's probably more like campy horror.
Okay.
And meanwhile, the film's animatronic mascots, all the animatronics, are done courtesy of the Jim Henson Creature Shop.
Nice. That's dope.
So it's definitely gonna be worth seeing. And we see what the Creature Shop does. They made the Mandalorian season 3 very, very tolerable. They showed all kinds of creatures in there.
So did they do that's right. Did they do the Mandalorian?
Yeah, they did the creatures in the Mandalorian. They do the creatures in all the Star Wars now. I mean, Disney does own them.
Mm, okay. All right. I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yes.
So, I guess I'm on the fence about it, right? I'm not familiar with the video game or anything like
You
that.
know, there's some somebody out there that had like a nightmare of like when they were at Chuck E. Cheese, and if the robots were gonna come alive and kill them.
I think that's a common nightmare.
It's like a common nightmare. Like, you know how like everybody's like they're afraid of clowns, right?
Uh-huh.
This is gonna trigger. This is gonna be fun. This looks like a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah. I mean, Nicolas Cage just came out with a movie very similar to this about 2 years ago called like Wally's Wonderland.
Okay.
And it's good too. I enjoy it. Animatronics horrors doesn't scare me.
But you don't like what, like Resident Evil, you said, right?
Willy's Wonderland. Yeah, I don't like Resident Evil. And a lot has to do with because I'm playing the video game, and all of a sudden a motherfucking creature busts through the wall. And in Resident Evil, you have to ration your herbs and stuff to heal. You got to ration your bullets. And so I'm going to try to unload on this one creature, and you kill this one, then there's another one right behind it. I ain't got no more bullets.
Yes.
Because I'm a horrible shot. I'm shooting you in your shoulders and your legs to stop you from running. I'm trying to shoot you in your head and it doesn't kill you, and I got to shoot you in your heart. And I done missed like 7 bullets all around you.
Part of the game, son.
You know?
It's all good. That's cool. All right.
But go watch Willy's Wonderland first, and then get ready for Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, and it's coming out, like you said, on Peacock and
in theaters.
On Peacock and in theaters.
At the same time, October 27th. It's going to be very interesting. Our movie culture has become very, very interesting these days.
Why you say that?
Because you're going to have movies streaming and coming out in theaters at the same time, and people are going to make a call.
I don't know. Like, for me to go to the movie theater, see a movie, and it's online already for me to stay at home, like, the visuals have to just be great. Other than that, I don't see the point. For me.
I understand. But you don't go see great visual movies in theaters anyway.
God, why?
I'm not saying anything. I'm
Why?
just saying. You've never seen one in the theater. I'm just saying. Nicolas Cage joins the Dead by Daylight roster. And this is going to be exciting. Speaking of Nick Cage and Willy Wonderland, he's joined the Dead by Daylight roster. The premise of Dead by Daylight is broad enough that it serves as a Super Mario Smash Brothers style collaboration for horror franchises. There's a Cenobite, a bunch of Resident Evil characters, Silent Hill stars, a classic horror slasher like Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers on the roster alongside all the game's own original characters. But this is the first time there's ever been an actual celebrity included in the game. So Nicolas Cage is popping up in his game and the game is littered with everything, like every horror genre in one game.
I heard you reading all of those. I was like, damn, that's a lot. That sounds dope and amazing.
Dead by Daylight, yep.
Yeah. And Rodney's got an image of it on the screen. Okay.
So I'm kind of curious about it. It's coming out July 5th. I'm kind of curious about what this is going to be about when it comes together. Because it's Behavior Interactive shared a short teaser of Cage, of course. That's the entity that built the game. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be violent and dope.
I'm
interested to see what the end product is. Like, you know,
I am too.
What are we going to do when we get in this universe?
So Dead by Daylight takes place in a hidden realm between realities, a nightmare world ruled by the dark spider-like god known as Entity. The Entity lures new victims in and ensnares them into a fog, pulling them into the realm to serve as either a terrified survival of a brutal killer.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the premise of the game. You get sucked into this other world, and you got to survive everything in your horror nightmare.
I feel like Nicolas Cage is perfect for this.
I think so too. He just did Willy Wonderland, which is a perfect movie. I love Nicolas Cage.
So if I understand it, because I've seen some of them play it on streams. So there's 4 really 5 players, because one person actually plays as the killer.
Yeah.
Right, and it like swaps out. So are they saying that Nick Cage is going to be the killer chasing the other 4 people, or is he going to be one of the characters that you have to survive?
He may
that
be
would be a trip if he's one of the killers.
He may be one of the it may be one or the other. He may be a killer most times, and he may not be the killer other times. This is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm down for both of them. Like I said, Nick Cage is my guy. He's been my guy for a long time.
Yep. There's only one thing he hasn't done.
What is that?
Be in the Fast and the Furious movie, which should happen. We all wanted to
Rodney, somebody get this guy.
We all wanted to happen.
Get this guy.
We all wanted
he
to
would
happen.
be perfect in Fast.
He would. Yes, he would.
He would be perfect.
We all want that to happen.
They offered him it, and he turned it down. Like, this movie, Fast and the Furious, is so perfect.
I can't imagine him turning it down.
I feel like he was, I don't know, maybe he was on a coke bender, and he was like, you know what, I'm not doing it now. Because it was a low budget film when it started off. Right?
Now they can go back and ask him. It's like, yo, you want to do this movie?
Yeah. Because Gun Assisted Sexings was dope. I thought it was dope back then. Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah. I think he would be great in Fast and the Furious. It's not going to make me go see it, but I still think he would be great.
I think him and Tom Cruise in the Fast and Furious movie makes total sense.
Well,
both of them make total sense to be in the movie.
I mean, if Tom comes in, it's the Tom show, though.
Nah, he could be the villain in it. We've never seen Tom as an immaculate villain.
Whatchamacallit, that movie he did with Jamie Foxx, he was a villain. And it was good.
Collateral?
Yeah.
He was an anti-hero, wasn't he?
He was a villain. He was literally an assassin. He was gonna kill Jada Pickett. Yeah. But the mom, because she was the prosecutor against him, or his employer.
Yeah, well, nobody saw that movie. But one thing people are going to see is the Fast and the Furious movie. Lord. People are going to see that movie. I think you're just being contrarian right now.
You keep bringing up Fast.
Because it's coming out this week. Y'all know how you're not excited about this.
You know I'm not excited.
I don't know how you're not. Kaiju series content brings monster fun to MLB the show in season 2 PlayStation. So they did the Negro League, and now they bring in big monsters. So MLB the Show 23 season 2 rewards programs drops today, bringing an amazing array of new content included, but definitely not limited to the Kaiju series, inspired by the Kaiju or strange beast film genre. The Kaiju series features some of the most devastating, effective MLB legends and superstars of the past and present, such as Monte Irvin, John Franco, and Corey Kluber. I'm kind of excited for this.
It sounds
the Kaiju.
cool.
You got Kaiju in the crowds and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know who doesn't want to see Kaiju. The Funk said he was kind of
villain in Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. He was kind of a villain, kind of. He was the bad executive, but his dance at the very end made him the hero of the whole entire movie.
So he's done twice. He's been the villain twice. Collateral and Tropic Thunder.
Mm-hmm. But he should play a Kaiju.
Tom Cruise?
Being Pacific Rim 3 and play the captain or something. I would see that.
Tom Cruise is not going to star in a movie where the monsters are bigger than he is. Mm-hmm. You go to movies to see Kaiju, right? Every movie, Pacific Rim, you go to see the Kaiju, not who's starring in it. You go to a Tom Cruise movie to see Tom Cruise.
It could be a Tom Cruise movie with Kaiju. Both things can exist at the same time. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Tom Cruise has done movies where things exist at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Top Gun's about a damn airplane.
Top Gun is about Tom Cruise being dope in airplanes.
But people go to see the airplanes. The Mummy
And
is
it was
called The
trash.
Mummy. The
And
Mummy
nobody
is
went to
the
go
star.
see that shit. And nobody went to go see it.
The Mummy is the star.
Right. And nobody went to go see it.
Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow is an amazing movie. And it's about the creatures.
Yeah. Edge of Tomorrow is a great movie.
Great movie.
Nobody watched it.
Nobody watched it.
Nobody watched it.
Because they didn't market it
but
right.
it was a great movie.
All the movies you're naming about like Tom Cruise not being the star in the Tom Cruise movie haven't done well.
He's in Goldmember.
I will say though, given all the craziness and all the people that have been in the past, like why not? Right?
Why not?
Why not? I would say
it's not, but like it ain't.
I would say it would be really, really a trip to see like Nick Cage and Tom Cruise and all them.
I think it would be, but like, are you really think we're gonna get Tom Cruise in a movie with all them stars? And because he's gonna be the star.
I mean, we may just to see him dog them all. He was just in Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder had a great array.
He had a small cameo in Tropic Thunder where he stole the show.
But Tropic, he stole it with the dancing,
you know, right?
But that movie was done by McBride and fucking what's his name, Iron Man, Robert Downey,
which he said they would never make that movie. He said they would never make that movie now.
No, they can't make the movie now. A white guy that is playing a black guy.
So like I saw this meme, like all these black stars. It was like Don Cheadle and like Will Smith and Martin, and they had old boy in the back, and they was like, "Who's the best actor?" And they had him superimposed into it.
Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. killed that.
Who's the best black actor on his page? And they had Robert Downey Jr. in that role posted a picture. I thought it was hilarious. But no, you can't make that movie nowadays.
You can't make it because people wouldn't catch the nuance of it.
They would not at all.
That movie was so nuanced and so brilliant.
It would be shot down before it even came out. Like the NAACP would be protesting it.
I don't think you'll have a problem with NCAA. I don't think they would say anything. I think there's other organizations, white-led organizations that would say something.
I think it would be a bunch of them. Dr. Umar be out here, the liberal white organization.
But Dr. Umar said something about the original movie.
Yeah. I just think, and I'm not necessarily saying Dr. Umar, I'm using it as nuance to say.
But Dr. Umar said something about the original movie.
That's fine.
He said, I understand the nuance of it.
I'm not saying it would be people like Dr. Umar then, since you want to take me literal. I'm saying there would be people like him to be out there protesting. That movie gets shot down before it ever gets to screen. It never makes it to screen because it's going to be like the star of it is blackface and it's going to get shot down.
Well, he wasn't the star in Tropic Thunder.
It doesn't matter if he's the star in Tropic Thunder or not. It's going to say a star in a movie is playing blackface throughout the movie.
Yes. But that was the purpose of it.
It doesn't matter. You just said that a couple minutes ago.
Nuance. People don't understand.
That's the purpose of it. It's not.
I know it.
It may.
I know it.
It gets shot down before it even hits theater.
But it was a great film because of that role. That role made the film great. Especially counteracting against a real black actor in the role.
Right. Which they say it. Like that's the whole purpose of it.
Yeah, it's the whole purpose.
It does not matter.
Man, you snowflakes got to get enough of this.
You know, it does not matter.
Yep. But I think they would totally ignore the black organizations.
I don't think
and I think they would listen to all the white organizations that come up because they ignore black organizations all day long about all kinds of things.
I think they will listen to both. I don't want to say listen, but I think both of them would have an impact, and that show in the movie would get shut down. I think when the script starts to float around, it gets shut down. All it has to do is have one person leak it out. Like, yeah, it's going to be the lead of the movie is going to be a white guy in blackface. It's not going to capture the nuance. They're not going to wait for it to hit. It's going to get shut down because white studios are not going to be aligned with. They want to be seen as racist.
No,
that level of racism.
But
it's not racist. It's not racist.
But if Donald Glover did it, they'd be like, whatever, black person did the film.
That might be the only way. I don't even think Donald Glover ain't mad love with a lot of black organizations. He made one good show.
Two good shows.
He made one popular good show and 2 good shows.
Well, I don't think either show was really popular.
So yeah, Donald Glover doesn't have like huge repository like black culture necessarily.
But he doesn't care.
He used to be seen as a weirdo.
And he's still seen as a weirdo.
And then like Atlanta came on, it was like, oh damn, he's dope.
He's still a weirdo.
No.
I know a lot of people that have never seen Atlanta. They refuse to watch it because he's a weirdo.
Why would you think then that, like, you know,
I think he would make the show with a blackface character and nobody would say nothing. He'd be like, fuck you.
I don't think he would. I don't think they would let him do it.
I think they would.
I don't. I disagree with you.
I think they would. So the Eisner Awards have been announced. The nominations have been announced. There's a ton of announcements in here. And this is quite, for y'all that don't know the Eisner Awards, it's a prestigious comic book awards in the United States. So they made the announcements from Image and DC Publishing. And there's 20 plus 6 shared DC with 11 plus 5 shared that got nominated this year, and they give the awards out during Comic-Con.
Nice. When is Comic-Con?
It's in July, like the second or third week in July. So this year's Eisner Award nominees are sorted into 32 categories, recognizing accomplishments and highlighting around 150 print and online titles from over 50 publishers. Best short story, The Beekeepers Do, Finding Batman, Good Morning, Silent All These Years, and You Get It. Have you read any of those comics yet?
I have not.
I started Finding Batman. Nope. But it's about Batman.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
thing. Best single issue one shots. Batman One Bad Day, The Riddler, Mary Jane and Black Cat Beyond, Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, Star Trek 400, A Vicious Circle, Book 1 by Mattson Tomlin and Lee Bergno on Boom Studios. So I think A Vicious Circle is probably going to win that category.
I don't know. I haven't read any of them, so cool. Maybe I have to check some out before Comic-Con.
Yeah, you can check them out after Comic-Con. Find out which one wins and watch that one.
How about I find out before Comic-Con and know which ones I think should win?
You could do that too.
I know I can.
Wow. What? Why are you so wild up?
Why are you so?
Wow.
Why
are you so spicy right now?
I knew you was coming.
Why are you so spicy? Why are you so spicy?
Right at you.
You okay? You okay? Your panties in a bunch? I make one comment against Batman and you just go bananas. Oh, you hear right here, Rodney? You hear this
Rodney, did I tell you he was gonna be coming in wanting smoke? He wanted all the smoke. I knew it.
Come in all spicy. Wow. Why are you so spicy? I'm trying to get to a good category like best writer artist combination. Sarah Anderson and Cryptic Club by Andrew McNeil. Kate Beaton's Ducks 2 years in the oil sand, drawn and quarterly. Espe, The Past, Graphic Monday in Penn State University. Junijo Ito, Black Paradox, The Liminal Zone from Viz Media. That's a manga. Zoe Thorogood is Lonely at the Center of the Earth by Image Comics. See, I'm just going through trying to look at all the good awards.
Good stuff. Good stuff, man.
As the top cover, best cover artist, Alex Ross is nominated. Jim Bartle for She-Hulk, Bruno Redondo for Nightwing, Alex Ross for Astro City. That was then. Image, Fantastic Four, Black Panther, Marvel. Sana Takeda, Monstrous. Monstrous is a beautiful comic. I love it. Zoe Thorogood, Joe Hill's Reign. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, there's so many categories. There's so much good work here. This year's been a really good year in comics.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out.
People say comics is a dying industry, but I don't think so. I think it's turned digital.
Yeah.
And
there's a balance. I mean, there's a balance. There's people who still like to actually go to comic book stores and buy comics.
Yes, but there's not enough. They say there's not enough.
And maybe that's
true, readership has dropped.
And
except in manga, where readership has increased again.
Yeah, but the comic book industry has been battling these comic things since the 90s. Remember, at one point in time, Marvel went bankrupt. They literally went bankrupt. The reason that Spider-Man is with Sony is because Marvel sold it to them to try to save the company.
Yep.
So comic books have been fighting sales forever. They'll bounce back.
Yep. And Mission Impossible got a new trailer today. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. New trailers could really use Link's glider. Have you seen the trailer?
No, I have not.
See, you don't know what Link's glider is, do you? It's from Zelda, Legend of Zelda.
I enjoy Mission Impossible.
We gotta get you playing games.
So with that being said, we got let's do some crosstalk.
Oh, we go in the crosstalk. We go in the crosstalk with Mission Impossible.
Yeah, we got.
What do you think? What's your thoughts on this Mission Impossible movie?
I think it's gonna be in. I haven't seen the trailer, but if I know my history right, I think it'll be good in the same level as the previous ones have been. I've enjoyed the franchise.
I think the franchise is so. I think they get lost in the plot and it gets a lot of swirl in it.
I think you just want to debate with me.
No, I think I honestly believe the Mission Impossible plots have a lot of swirl. Like once you see so many characters and you don't know who's good and who's bad, all you want to do is see Tom Cruise win. They throw the story out, like the story's there. And the story seems straightforward, and they do a bunch of twists and turns, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is going on?" It doesn't matter as long as Tom Cruise wins at the end.
What's wrong with that?
But I'm saying all the time they spend in plot, they could just spend in action. That's what we really want to see is just the action.
Mm-hmm. I like Mission Impossible. I don't think it's the greatest franchise in the world that belongs.
Yeah, because it's too much plot.
No, which might be the reason, right? But I do enjoy. But I do enjoy Mission Impossible. I'd rather watch Mission Impossible than Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, well, they're about the same. It's that Fast and Furious doesn't get caught up in plot. The plot's usually simple.
Oh, we know it doesn't get caught up in plot.
But that's the whole point of it, though.
Or writing or dialogue or
that's the whole point of it. Here's the shiny new object. We got to go get the new object to stop the bad guys from getting it, from blowing up the world. That's it. Or where Mission Impossible be like, here's the shiny new object. Let's go get the object, but let's have a love story in it. And your love interest double crosses you, and she triple crosses you because she falls in love with you too.
What's wrong with that?
It gets convoluted, and the bad guy is not really. The bad guy is not really the bad guy because he was working with your love interest, but he's the good guy trying to monitor you because your boss is the bad guy.
Mission Impossible is not convoluted.
It does get convoluted where your boss is the bad guy. Your boss is the bad guy. You don't know.
They're literally secret agents, and it's the most
convoluted. But it's a lot of double cross and a lot of yes. How much have you watched these movies?
I've watched every single Mission Impossible. Did you break them down? Huh? No, because they're not to be broken down.
break them down to what they are. It's like a Kojima. It's like a Kojima version of a movie.
You'd be like, hey,
I enjoy them.
You want some popcorn? Yeah, I want some popcorn, and that's it. And
but that's not what this is all about.
That's it. It's nothing more.
That's not what it's all about.
You go into this movie, you like, Tom Cruise is gonna win because Tom Cruise always win. I'm all right with that. And then you watch the movie.
That's fine, but they bound themselves in a lot of plot in the action film that doesn't carry from scene to scene. Then they get they try to do twists and turns. Just give me a straightforward action film.
They do some twists and turns, but that shit ain't convoluted or complicated.
Man, it turns into a Kojima idea. You find out that your boss is the head of Hydra, and he's head of Hydra with your girlfriend, and she came in your life because he set her up in your life. Like, what? What the hell? She dies, but she's still alive. She faked her death. What's up, Rakai? Rakai? I think Rakai is sleeping.
Yeah.
I think Rakai is asleep. We done bored him to death.
Hopefully
I think we done bored him to death. Rakai. You up?
I'm here.
Oh, we done bored you to death. You up there sleeping. We sat there and watched you sleeping. We're talking about Mission Impossible. No, we're talking about Mission Impossible. We're talking about
Mission Impossible.
Talking about Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, I mean, it only pales in comparison to the greatest franchise on earth, which their new installment comes out this Friday, Fast and Furious.
Oh. Thank you, Rakai. Rakai, you watch the Mission Impossible movies, right?
Yeah, all of them.
Don't their stories get all convoluted and stuff? Like there's double crosses, good guys or bad guys.
You know what? If you watch anyone ever since the first one, ever since John Voight turned in the first one, all you do for the whole movie is guess who is actually working with the bad guy and who's actually on his side. Everybody is a damn double, triple, quadruple agent. You can't trust no damn body.
See? I try to explain it. They don't have to do all that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
They don't have to do that.
Why not?
Because it's stupid.
Hey, it's a movie about people jumping out of helicopters and shit. It's just
that's all we want to see. That's all I want to see.
Tom Cruise can only trust two people: Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg. That's it.
Simon Pegg. Yep, Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg. And he jumps on Simon Pegg half the movie.
And I don't disagree with you. Why? It's still better than that damn Fast and the Furious.
Oh no.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
We just gonna have to take 5 minutes. Me and you, I'm just gonna have to take 5 minutes with both of y'all, and we're just gonna have to settle this, man. That's it.
Not at all.
That's it.
It is not better at all. Like I have never laughed at a Mission Impossible movie. I have never laughed in a Mission Impossible movie.
But you laughing at Fast and the Furious?
No, I laugh because Tyrese gets a joke cracked on him by Ludacris.
Oh Lord. So now we're talking about
Rakai. Am I right? Am I right, Rakai?
And when The Rock was in him, he was constantly cracking jokes. Cracking
jokes.
That big ass forehead.
And I got so much eye candy in the Fast and the Furious movies.
Absolutely.
I don't even get that in a Tom Cruise movie.
We got Wonder Woman before she was Wonder Woman. Come on.
Yes. At her finest. Come on, dog.
I mean, and anytime you strap a rocket to a Pontiac Fiero and take that shit into space, I mean, you've got something special.
You got something special. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Terrible.
Yo, they roll a big ass magnet down the middle of the street dragging cars.
Oh, you're talking about Fast and Furious. So you ready for it?
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Courtney.
Got my tickets.
Mission Impossible and Fast and the Furious. Very similar movies. However, Mission Impossible is convoluted with too much plot.
Oh, too much
double crosses, triple crosses, quadruple crosses, shadowy
but the dialogue is wittier.
And what?
The dialogue is wittier, and they're spies. So I mean, they have cool tech. They have Q who makes these cool tech, and You know what I mean? Like they're trained. Fast and Furious just drive cars.
They don't just drive cars. They do more than drive cars. They drive spaceships. They make inventions.
I mean, the shit is.
They put on exosuits.
It is terrible.
Idris Elba was Superman in that motherfucker.
Listen.
He had on an exosuit. Exosuit.
Man, next is gonna be anime. Like, it's terrible.
It is like anime.
I mean, yeah, but now somebody stole Dom's son, and like Jason Momoa is the villain because somebody hurt him.
You know how a series is good because Michael Bay is sitting at home cussing because he's like, damn, I should have came up with all that shit.
He came up with it. He has said.
I mean, it's basically Transformers, except the cars don't transform.
I don't know.
Amazing. Man, they jump down from the 90th floor in the building by going from one building to the next building, riding through the hallway.
All right, we can't.
Jump to the next building.
It's terrible. We got a show to do.
What show are we doing, Randy?
Please
what show are we doing?
What are we doing? I don't know. What are we doing?
Wow. So distraught.
We're doing things.
We're doing the Extraordinary Attorney Woo.
Okay. What is Extraordinary Attorney Woo for the people that are going to come and tune in?
It's about a really smart attorney, I guess.
Wow.
We get ready to watch LA Law. Okay.
Boston Law.
Yeah.
It's a Korean drama. It's a Korean drama about an autistic attorney who falls in love with one of her attorney mates, but has an interesting career for her first and second year.
I mean, I was trying not to say all
It's a story that's less convoluted than the Mission Impossible movie.
Is it?
Everything is less convoluted than Mission Impossible.
And it's way better than damn Fast and the Furious. But why am I arguing this? You're just trolling.
Fast and the Furious is just way more entertaining.
Oh God.
It's just like whatever ridiculous shit you can think of.
They're gonna do it. You're like, wow, why not think of that as a child? My cars never did that. Some things
don't need to be bought to. We got a show to do.
With that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been your crosstalk segment of GeekBeast and Bingeworthy. We are coming back in like 5 minutes for Extraordinary Attorney Woo review on Bingeworthy. Shout out to Digital Click for making us look good. Shout out to The Funk for always curating our stories. And shout out to Rodney for being our technical producer and director. And he will be back on the next show. Peace.
Peace.